anybody who can tell me to my face in real life that JJK ended well, I'll headbutt him. Zidane.
Yeah, the Zidane.
Ooh, I'm bending my knees. I'm bracing my core. Straight in the solar plexus.
Complete bull.
Windy. What is up, people? What is up? This is another week, and it's another day. That means it's another SSR. Not super social reactions, but super solo reactions. There we go. We're back again. I am your beautiful co-host. It is me. It is Solo. It's the only one who matters. With me is the guy called Ed. But let's listen to me. Let's listen to me. Okay.
Why should we listen to him, Solo? Why should we listen to you, Solo?
You have no choice.
No, say it. Go on, say it. Say it. Why should we listen to you, Solo?
Don't.
No. There's you know what I'm looking for, Solo. Why should we listen to you?
Because I am the captain.
We need to make that a t-shirt.
Yes, I am the captain. You know what?
Captain Solo.
You know, I've just decided I am going to get props for each of my all of my personas. So I'm gonna get a captain's hat, a sailor's hat.
No. Please don't.
I get my glasses for Dr. Solo.
You've done that already, actually, with Dr. Solo.
Exactly, yeah.
Glasses,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So get my doctors for Dr. Solo.
We're gonna have to wig for wig.
I need a wig for Whitney.
Yeah.
I need a wig for like a 90s, 80s style wig, curly hair wig for Whitney.
You had a dark one. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, it was like dark, Solo dark.
Some rubbish name.
Solo D dark. Something like
Just wear a little eye patch.
Yeah, and just put my hood up. No, just put my hood up.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, people. Now for this week's SSR, there's something I said on one of our previous SSRs that we could feel that the tide is changing. That it's kind of like a new. Like we're entering a new time in anime. It also, Ed, made me feel old as hell. Because I've now arguably lived through two. I've lived through two of these shifts. And a lot of shows are ending. So this year, the manga, and this isn't across manga and anime to be clear. So JJK manga is ending, has ended. Mm-hmm. Same thing for the manga for My Hero Academia. Same thing for Demon Slayer, which is ending. I believe, Ed, keep me honest, is Black Clover ending soon?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, AOT ended a while ago, but this kind of band. Do you remember when we used to say, "Oh, who's the new gen big three?" And the people are talking about JJK and Demon Slayer and
they're all ending.
Yeah, they're all ending. And guess who's flying on strong? Years to go. One Piece. Years. We got like a good 3 to 5 years before that thing ends. But anyway, it made me realize, Ed, we lived through the ending of. We saw. Okay, we didn't quite as we didn't live through it as adults, but Dragon Ball Z ending.
Yeah.
But we were young. We were like young. We were real young. But as kind of like young adults, young men, we saw the original big three end.
Yeah.
One Piece. Well, One Piece is still going, but Bleach and Naruto.
Bleach still going.
As a show, yeah, they're bringing them things back, boy. They want that money.
1,000-Year Blood War, mate.
Yeah, no, it's true. But then we saw the phase of like everything else trying to come up and vie to take things. So you had a bit of Fairy Tail, you had some Seven Deadly Sins, kind of thing. And then you saw the good ones start to rise up. Demon Slayer, JJK, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan, obviously that ended a while ago. But they have now all ended.
Yes, they have.
And it's leaving like this gap now. And naturally, the animes have still got some seasons to go. JJK is going to be, as in anime form, has got a while. They're gonna milk that bad boy, because there are stuff in the manga that they will honestly. And I'm gonna rant about JJK, but rants aside, there's some moments in that manga that are gonna look really, really cool.
Okay.
On animated. I just hope it doesn't go down the road of One Punch Man, where One Punch fans are kind of desperately waiting for them to kind of come back. And I hope JJK is the same, because there will be some moments that will look.
How many years you think, because you've read the manga, how many years do you think the anime has? Or is it just a year, or maybe two? Two, yeah. Okay.
I think two. I think they could.
The manga's that far ahead. Wow.
Well, and also because remember we've moved to like the seasonal nature, right? So we have season 1, then we had JJK 0, the movie, then you had season 2, which is the Shibuya arc, which is incredible, and in the manga you've probably got about we spoke about this on the spoiler chat avenue on our Discord. Super Lights Assemble. I think personally, 2 seasons in a movie.
Oh, you reckon there'll be a movie, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's the only way to kind of revive and just resuscitate the way that thing ended. I think you'd have to turn it into a movie and take some creative chances, or 1 season and 3 movies. I think it's one of the. But either way, movies are 100% in its future. Okay. It'll be movies. I don't, because the way it's ended, there's just too many strings that they didn't do well in executing, and that's being nice. But yeah, 2 years basically though. Yeah, 2 years.
I'm surprised. I actually thought JJK would be going on for a long time, because it had the basis to really not stretch it out to the point where it's stretched out for no reason, but to really flesh out the story. Sukuna,
100,
Yuji, his 100, backstory.
Yep.
When I heard it was finishing, I was like, what?
And the thing is that there's so many things that they could have done. They could do and they still might do this. So if somebody from that production team is listening and you take my idea, or it's not even my idea because I took this from someone else. So yeah, we're all in this together. But there's constant references to something called the Heian. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Heian era, Heian, I believe it is, which is basically way back when. Think about it in Naruto terms, Madara and Hashirama's OG era. We know nothing about that era, but all we know is that there were some heavy hitters back then, like real heavy hitters. Why not do a whole season just based on that? They did it before. They did a whole season. Season 2 was all going back in Geto and Geto and Gojo's backstory. Yeah. Why not do the same thing for Sukuna? How did he get to the point where he had to get all 10 fingers cut off and then separated all over the place? Like, just expand.
Well, that's a spoiler for me because I thought that was coming up. So,
right? You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so. Nope. Nope.
So is this the end, or is this just more so? And there's gonna be another JJK kind of.
One of our Discord members said it, and I truly do. I think it was Travis. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it was somebody else, I think it was Travis who mentioned that. Actually, we may find out in a couple years' time that Gege, the author, was just going through some mad friction with the editor team and the production team, because it definitely we already know that industry puts a lot of stress on its mangakas, yeah, and the production speed and the timelines are intense.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me that if there was some friction and they were asking him to do things, and maybe it didn't end the way he wanted to end, and he was forced to do certain things and make certain story decisions. because I know that was similar to what happened with Tite Kubo with Bleach. The way it ended wasn't exactly how he wanted to.
Yeah.
Now, if they decide to do like a Full Metal Alchemist type of thing, where you know how they have Brotherhood that follows more of the manga, and then Alchemist OG that is a slight tweak.
Yeah.
But in this case, most people prefer Brotherhood, myself included.
Yeah.
I think it might be. I hope they will do the opposite with JJK, where they say, you know what, as an anime, if we really want to make sure this lands and sticks, and we can like get something really good, we may need to tweak and make it slightly different from the anime, from the manga which many shows do, right? Like, unfortunately, we just know for the ones that do it for the worst, like Promised Neverland. Everybody hates what they everyone hates them. I haven't watched it, but people tell me don't watch that show. Just read it.
Yeah,
just read it. Because they just ruin it in season 2. So hopefully it's the opposite for JJK. So maybe they do that. Okay. But nonetheless, that is ended. Then we've got My Hero Academia. That has also ended. I haven't caught up to the ending there, but I'm hearing things on our Discord saying it's 8, 9 out of 10 as a show.
Ooh,
yeah, people are rating it. Some people don't like it.
I personally thought it would be longer, because this was a journey. We already knew from the start that Deku was going to be because this is my journey
story to the number one hero. Yeah.
I feel some type of way that you become the number one hero as a child, but then maybe he's just that powerful now, because the whole build up was that your body isn't capable of handling all for one. You need to like build up your strength and so on and so forth. And control
over the power.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's been some years, but if you think of any athlete, they kind of mature, given the discipline, of course, but they kind of, for men anyway, you kind of mature at like 21, 22, right?
Well, if you take athletes, their prime is like 26, 27.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying that's
mature.
Prime. I'm not talking prime, just like mature.
Oh, like physically?
Yeah. Like
okay,
physically, yeah. Obviously, gymnasts might be a bit earlier, especially with females, like 16, 17, whatever. But when it comes to like male athletes, and again, this is just a round figure. It's not necessarily the case for every athlete or every sport. But we're just saying around 21, 22, you've kind of matured physically. And then after, like you said, Solo, you kind of peak at 28. So I thought maybe we're going to see, maybe even if there was like a gap, 10 years or 5 years later, and then you just see adult Deku like hench, that wretch. And then there's like
6'9", just had a growth spurt from nowhere.
And then he just gets a call, and there's like, or maybe there's a news article, or not news article, there's a news, someone's watching TV and there's a news and there's villains terrorizing, and you just see a panning of Deku, and it's panning up, and there's chaos happening, and then he just puts his headgear on, and then doof, he's gone, and then he gets to the scene and it just destroys everyone.
Now you're forgetting something. You're forgetting something.
What?
When he does that and he just jumps to the scene of destruction, there's a kid crying on their knees on the floor, and there's fire in front of the kid, and it's crying saying Casa, and it's like the mum or something that's in the fire. Casa. And then Deku just puts his hand on the kid's shoulder. Don't worry. Deku senpai. and then he pulls down. Then he pulls down his visor. He smiles. Exactly. And then guess what he does? He does the pose. He does the All Might pose. To let everybody know that he's here.
He's the new, He is here.
I am him. Timothy.
I forgot about the little kid, you're right.
You need the little kid. You need the little kid crying.
In distress.
Dirt on their face. That's what they need. You need that. Otherwise, it's not real. It's not real.
That's true. That's very true. But yeah, that's what I was envisioning. Like, not this child who's now... Look, it's fine for him to beat the enemy now, but I was just thinking that you could have fleshed that out as well. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm here. I've heard some... Because the way So I've to be fair, like I have heard some people criticize the ending. For similar to what you said, like no, I'm expecting it to end with like seeing Deku on job, which I think it is, but I think other people really have praised it. People in our Discord included, they really have praised it and said, nah, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Like they really, really like the show. So I thought it has intrigued me to say, okay, if there is, because with any show ending, there's gonna be people who like it and dislike the ending. It's completely fair. JJK, in my opinion, is an exception. Anybody who can tell me to my face in real life that JJK ended well, I'll headbutt him. And I've got a bald head. It's nothing but surface. There's no cushioning.
He said, "I'll headbutt." Giving them the Zidane. Yeah, the Zidane.
Ooh, I'm bending my knees. I'm bracing my core. Straight in the solar plexus.
Complete ball.
Wind you.
Oh
bam.
Is it that bad? Wow.
I think so. 100%. 100%. But that being said, it's ending. And My Hero Academia ending.
I'm just trying to think how bad it could be. Like, does Gojo? I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to know. I'll find out.
You find out.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is ending. So it makes me think.
Fire Force is ending as well.
See, there we go.
Sad times.
What's going to come up? And I think it's actually hard to say what's going to come up. So people might say, oh, so what about...
That's
there
coming.
we go. Solo Leveling. What about Demon Slayer? What about Kaiju number 8? Like, what about...
Why do you say
not
Demon Slayer?
Chainsaw Man, sorry. Chainsaw Man. What about Chainsaw Man? Kaiju number 8. You said Solo Leveling. Time will tell. I was going to say, time will tell. I don't know if we can just completely class it as a guaranteed. It's the new... They were in the new phase now.
Yeah, I think it's new. Like you said, I think it's new times. I think
a new time
back then, especially, we have now such a proliferation of anime that people have choice. And like, as we saw and we mentioned in the previous SSR, no one would have thought Delicious in Dungeon #1, right?
You're right.
But that's now #1. And as we always said, the cream will rise to the top. Before, when you had the Dragon Ball Z's, the One Piece, the Narutos, were almost
no streaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We were almost not forced. We still.
I get
but
exactly
it was
what you're
put
saying.
in front of us.
Yeah. It was what was there.
What was there exactly? Especially those three. Like, I beg to think that if Dragon Ball Z came out today, and I think I've said this before, I think I still would watch it, but I just don't know. I mean, it's martial arts. I'd have watched it, but I don't know if it would have been that popular because of the selection out there. Like, Dragon Ball Z was the one that was pushed. That and Pokemon. And you see how big Pokemon is. I know it doesn't get talked about and from a shonen's perspective, but Pokemon's massive. We talked about this.
Yeah, it's big.
It's huge.
It's huge.
So I think right now today, just so much selection. So I just don't know if there's gonna be the new best big thing. I think those ones have kind of cornered the market so much that they're gonna be generational animes, whereas these are just more so here for now kind of animes. That's just my opinion.
Here for now. Oof.
That's just my opinion. Oof. I don't know if Demon Slayer is gonna have that generational wealth, as they call it, as Dragon Ball Z is gonna have, as the One Piece is gonna have, as the Naruto is gonna have. I just don't know. Time will tell.
Time will tell. No one knows. No one knows. I think the last show, in my opinion, the last show that I can remember, there may be other ones out there for other people. My subjective opinion, the only other show that I felt, ooh, okay, I'm locked in from season 1 to the end of time is Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan.
But is that going to be generational?
Attack on Titan will be generational. 100% will be generational. Easy. Attack on Titan will forever go down as a top 10 show.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It will definitely. But when look, Dragon Ball's again, only time will tell. But Dragon Ball came out in the 80s, right? And it's never been bigger than it is now. We're talking about Are you Solo? Have you seen, especially with that Toriyama? Did you see all those different memorials and all those?
Yeah, I know Impact, but then that's because it's the godfather of shonen anime. It's the godfather of shonen anime. So let's put that to one side. Let's just say, will there be another one that will be as big as Bleach? Because Bleach is big. Let's be clear. We might not think
Not big
it's
as Dragon Ball Z.
No, not at all. But it's big. It's notable.
I think Bleach has kind of faded, I'll be honest.
No, but I'm talking in Impact. I'm just talking about Impact. I'm picking Bleach for a very specific reason.
I don't think it has.
Naruto is... You can't say anything is going to be the next Naruto. Naruto is...
huge, yeah. It's got its own run.
Exactly. One Piece, let's not talk about that. That's One Piece and Naruto, in my opinion.
One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z. Those ones have gone.
Up. They're up. So that's what I'm saying. Bleach. That's why I use Bleach.
When was the last time you saw a Bleach cosplay?
No, and that's my point. But at the same time, Bleach... I would say that Attack on Titan is above Bleach and Impact to me. I think in history,
Facts.
History will play out that. Attack on Titan,
you're saying that history? Okay, fine,
history
got you.
will play out that. Yeah, so I'm saying, but I'm not saying Bleach. I'm not knocking Bleach. I'm not saying Bleach. I'm saying that Bleach has had a massive impact on the anime community, like big. JJK wishes it could be Bleach. That's what I'm saying. Bleach is. I'm giving Bleach its respect. What shows are gonna have to even they're just gonna reach Bleach's level of impact?
I think Attack on Titan will.
Okay, agreed. I think it'll surpass.
I think Attack on Titan will probably surpass that. I like to judge it by cosplays because people be passionate. People be passionate. So by that case, I think Demon Slayer as well.
Demon Slayer, I think, yeah.
Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, those two for sure. I don't know any other ones.
And that's my point. That is exactly my point. JJK won't. JJK will never surpass Bleach in terms of impact. It won't. It will be known as whatever it's going to be known as. But I'm giving Bleach. I'm saying.
I think JJK could have if it was longer. If the
quality was better, it could have. The quality was better, and I keep taking jabs to JJK. I'm gonna give it its whole episode 1 point to just finish it off, but I'm giving it its jabs. But JJK, no. If it was high quality, it could. But I don't see anything else. Like for example, there are so many other shows that have come out that are good shows that don't get close to the level of Bleach. Like for example, Fire Force, nowhere near. In terms of impact, nowhere near.
No.
You've got shows like I'm not even sure.
And we're just talking shonen specifically, people.
Just shonen specifically. Shonen specifically. Fire Force, no. Seven Deadly Sins, no. Fairy Tail, no. My Guy, no. Adventure Sinbad, no. Like there are shows out there that are. I think shows.
Solo Leveling, if that does well, but I don't know how long it's gonna go for.
Because remember, Bleach was one of the big three. Let's give it its respect.
No, I'm not saying no, don't give it. It definitely is. But when was the last time you saw Bleach cosplay? He nearly spat a drink out.
You got me. It was also old. It came out a while ago. So
you still see One Piece cosplays. Dragon Ball Z cosplays are all the time. Like you can't go to convention not see one. Yeah. I remember the last time I saw a Bleach cosplay, and that's not to disrespect it, but I just think,
if there's no Bleach, there's no JJK.
I'm not saying that Bleach is rubbish or anything. I'm just saying its impact has waned over time. That's all. While One Piece and Dragon Ball Z have just gone better.
Okay, cool. Granted, be that as it may. For me now, when I think about impact and people say, it's going to go down as all time. Bleach is the bar. Anything above...
I see what you mean.
Bleach is the bar. Anything above Bleach is certified.
Yeah.
If you're above Bleach, you are... And Bleach is certified, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anything that is above Bleach is a certified banger. Like, there's no question its existence at the top. So that's what I'm saying. Things like Naruto. It doesn't matter what criticisms you want to say, or you want to level out a One Piece for being too long, or Naruto and Talk No Jutsu, or Dragon Ball Z and a lack of storyline. You can't deny its impact. They're all levels and levels above. Bleach is also up there, and Bleach is the level. So when I hear now, okay, what's gonna have the next like major impact?
It's Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. That's the one.
I think out of the current new gen that people band around, I think Attack on Titan and
Demon Slayer
will have the best possible, and all, if not all, have already got.
I think
level.
they have already.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I
think they have already, especially Demon Slayer.
Attack on Titan for me, I think has already surpassed Bleach for me.
Oh yeah, easy. I think Attack on Titan. You know, what I think of Demon Slayer. Attack on Titan for me is much better than Demon Slayer, but I think Demon Slayer is more popular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Probably. Yeah. Even if we're like it's so strange that I was about to say this sentence. It just, again, as I said, I feel old. If you're a parent and you think, what am I gonna let my kids watch? You'll be like, well, for some parents you'll be like, neither of them, I don't watch it. But you're more likely to say Demon Slayer than Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan might give people nightmares.
Yeah, but then Michael Jackson might too as well. You know.
Yeah, Michael Jackson and them demons.
I mean, if I'm a parent, I'm not letting my children watch any of those two. No chance. Your mom comes and what is he watching? What is he watching? Demon what?
Demon what?
But they're slaying them.
Exactly. I was gonna say the same thing, but he's slaying them. He's a force for good.
Come on. And get his own demon on. Attack on what? What's this monster?
What they need to go and see is just see a one abnormal Titan running.
Exactly. Why is he naked?
Turn that thing off.
Why is she naked? Come on. Oh gosh. Yeah. No. Honestly, Dragon Ball's. I would let my children watch Dragon Ball. There's nothing wrong.
Dragon Ball 100.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z. 100. I think that is absolutely fine. Maybe
My Hero. Yeah,
My Hero has a bit of blood in there and stuff, but
okay.
So it should be fine. Yeah.
My Hero, fine. You know, but Naruto even,
Nah. You Orochimaru. Nah.
Depends on their age. If
that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking from like 4 to 8 here.
Oh, come on, yeah. You might not let them watch anything because you might not give them nightmares. But like,
fine. All right, from 8 to 12, then maybe maybe then Demon Slayer's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I thought you were talking about like 4 to 8 or something.
A 5-year-old watching Demon Slayer. Listen, that's trauma waiting to happen. I don't want that. Michael Jackson's trying to get me in my sleep.
Might say a lot about me that because I was Ninja Scroll at that age.
Exactly. All the stories you say about Ninja Scroll ain't good stories.
Oh gosh. As a 5-year-old me watching Ninja Scroll. No. Yeah, I think you're right in terms of Demon Slayer. In terms of Bleach being the bar.
Bleach is the bar.
Yeah.
Because anything that is below and anything that is below Bleach can still be good. It can still be a great show. It can still be an enjoyable show. It can still have massive amount of fans. But in terms of like impact and legacy and stuff like that, I think Bleach is the bar. Bleach is the bar.
So what do you think comes next?
Well, I personally, I think a show needs at least 3 seasons before we start talking about something being the next something.
Facts.
Because how many shows have we seen those one and done shows?
I mean, I thought One Punch Man, despite everything, was going to be the next.
But the time they're taking is
too long. Yeah,
it's taking the momentum. It's taking all the wind out of the sails.
Yeah.
And remember, even our Discord, they're showing us those panels. Those panels look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like I'm hearing that some of those panels will give the animators nightmares because of how detailed they are. Like they are incredible, but it's just so long between each one.
There was one point where One Punch Man was the talk of the town, and it made even more so when Conor McGregor had that fight with Aldo, and he defeated him in one punch, and then everyone was just putting the one punch on Conor McGregor. One punch was everywhere. And now no one even knows about it. It's just, the momentum needs to keep. But you're right. I think 3 seasons
I think
is
3
enough.
seasons. Yeah, you need 3 seasons. 'Cause
At least.
One season, one hit wonder. 2
Yeah.
season, okay. Is it going to... Because 2 seasons, is it going to be as good as the first? Is it going to be better? So you need to prove your worth and say, yes, it's better. Then your 3rd season, for me, solidifies, okay, yeah, we are in the groove. And so when you say JJK had the biggest opportunity to, it's because season 1, everyone's like, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Season 2 came along, everyone's like,
hit us like a
what?
tornado.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Peak too early.
Boy, season 2 is one of the best seasons I've seen personally. Action,
Action galore.
arcs. Yeah, I loved it. It's too bad that I think they could have. No, don't do it solo. We're not gonna start ranting about JJK now. No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. That's what we're gonna do.
He's talking to himself, people.
Okay, breathe. Okay, there we go. But JJK can, like JJK, that's why you say that, because it's got that first season that's just good. It got the movie that I was like, okay, this is cool. Season 2, again, like I just said, it was great. So people are expecting those levels and levels. So I think it needs 3 seasons.
I agree.
That 3 seasons, and then you can say, okay, well, I really like it.
We haven't talked much about My Hero. I don't know. We've said My Hero's great story.
I think because My Hero is remember we said it. My Hero. I mean, I don't think it's a great story. I think it's a good. I don't think it's great.
Okay, fine. It's a good story though.
But it's consistent.
That's what I'm saying. It's
And
consistent.
It deserves props for its consistency.
But does it
props?
Does it sit above Bleach as that threshold?
Nope. A legacy.
That's
wise,
why.
nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Nope.
How is that possible? Because
Not
I
to
think
me.
My Hero is better than Demon Slayer, and yet we're saying Demon Slayer is gonna have a longer legacy.
You're saying Demon Slayer.
You think Demon Slayer is better than My Hero?
Well, I can't answer that question because I've said many times I watched season 1 and season 2 and then I stopped. I haven't watched anything past Mugen Train. But
we talked about this as well. The level, and this is why I think Demon Slayer is so popular, right?
Okay.
I see Demon Slayer as a out and out shonen. Action, lack of story, but just full of action, fire, beams, blah 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 blah. My Hero is a shonen, but it has levels. There's seinen elements to it. We talked about this. The whole father issues with what's his name again? Todoroki, Bakugo.
Fair.
We talked about it. It has a lot more. It's not deeply complex, but it has levels.
Okay. I'm following.
I don't think Demon Slayer has those levels. So because of that, obviously as an adult, you can watch it and appreciate those levels. But as a kid, you may not appreciate those levels. And if the level is just, as a kid, I want to see actions. I just want to see action, fire, blah, blah, blah. Demon Slayer has way more of that. Way more of that.
Yeah. Okay.
So then and we know that the mass of the fandom is going to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, anime is across the board, but probably the biggest amount of fans, and I'm just speculating, this is anecdotal, will probably be from the ages of 12 to like 12 to like 18.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. Obviously, I'm not saying that there's not, but I'm just saying the mass of it.
Yeah.
So if that age group loves just that kind of thing, obviously as you get older, you get more sophisticated. But as that age group loves, I'm not saying younger people aren't, but I'm just saying, and just blah blah blah. If that on a broad basis, if that age group loves that kind of stuff, then you're seeing the likes of Demon Slayer being catapulted.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Because I personally, My Hero Academia is an incredible anime.
So how many seasons have you watched of My Hero Academia?
I've watched all of it.
Okay. How many?
I've watched all of Demon Slayer as well.
So you're up to date on the anime for Demon Slayer?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't watched the last arc, but I heard it's a bit of a filler. But that's it. Afterwards, yeah, I've watched most of it.
Okay.
There's so many levels, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Even when we talked about Deku and his trying to solve everything himself, and taking the pressure on him and all that stuff, like he was dealing with his own mental. Nah, when you break the MHA down, man, it's got layers. It's got layers. I don't necessarily think Demon Slayer has got that layers, man.
Yeah, what about Michael Jackson? That's layers. I'm joking.
You haven't even heard him say hee hee yet.
That is the only thing that's missing. I swear. Even if he just gets punched and goes, hee, that's all I want. Just a little nod. Just a nod from the creator to say, I know what I was doing. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, just a little bit. That's all I want. That's all. Okay, look, I get it. I think maybe that's a subjective opinion.
Yeah, of course.
I literally, and I said this on the Discord, JJK ending has led me to believe, and I'm not saying this to knock it, I'm just being honest. The way JJK ended and what I'm reading about My Hero Academia ending has made me to believe, and the way Demon Slayer is ending, that both of them are actually better than JJK. Which I've said many times, I never thought those words would come out my mouth. Like I was being, from the beginning, remember, I was being honest. I was like, nah, JJK is easily better than both of them. Like I've said that quite early on. From season 1, I was like, nah, Demon Slayer, I prefer JJK. But it did make me think, actually, maybe have I spoken too early? Let me go back and actually watch the rest of Demon Slayer after Mugen Train and catch up with, because I can't remember where my hero is in the anime, but I'm kind of like 75% the way through of the manga, so I'm there, like I'm nearly there. So I should finish that, and then I can then come back and make a better story. But again, like when you asked me before, like what comes next, these shows often have to give something different to what we've just experienced. And we've got Demon Slayer, swordsman type of show. We've got heroes, and then we had sort of like ghost sorcerers. Yeah. And you could argue you had like the Bleach kind of equivalent. The Bleach type of thing was Demon Slayer, both swordsmen, and then the sorcerer. Oh, you could also say JJK is sorcerers with the ghost thing. Yeah. But point being, I don't know what comes next. Like, what themes come next?
I think Solo Leveling comes next, my friend.
Well, let me word that better. What type of setting is gonna come next? Because we've seen these things repeat itself time and time again.
all the time.
They repeat themselves all the time.
And that's what I liked about Attack on Titan, because it was so refreshing. It was so different.
It was different. Like,
it was still anime of the decade for me.
Just military, military complex.
Yeah,
just army uniforms. No, not everybody has some crazy power. It's just a finite number of people. Very small group of people. Everyone else is just skilled with blades and a normal human. And there's only a finite number of people that have this Titan power. So that was refreshing. But in terms of like settings, like, are we going to see magic come through as the next one?
I think magic's coming back, Solo Leveling.
Yeah, maybe is it magic? Is it going to be a magic thing?
What's it called?
Ninjas is going to be a ninja thing. Is it going to be a mecha? Like, I want to know what the next.
Well, the two big ones for shonen anyway are Solo Leveling and
Chainsaw Man?
Not even Chainsaw, Kaiju number 8. Those are the two big ones. And there's this witch one or whatever, I can't remember, but I heard that's good, but I haven't watched it.
Okay.
But those two, Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 is awesome, man.
You really like Kaiju number 8, don't you? Yeah.
What? I still think Solo Leveling slightly edges it, just because the battle with Solo Leveling, that red guy or the red guard. I forgot what it's called.
Ifrit.
Is that what it's? I
think it's Ifrit.
But that was I watched that fight like 3 times, man. That was crazy battle, crazy, and I just loved the setting. And he gets into the room. That was a serious fight. But Kaiju number 8 is again, it's playing on that trope of main hero doesn't have the power or has an elite power, but then is misjudged, misrepresented, or he needs to somehow adapt to that power in his own time. There's there's a sidekick or a side character who's much more stronger. You know the trope. It's a trope for a reason, because it works. It always works. The main character has some kind of disability. They have an amazing power that they can't control yet. and they have some sort of like not disability, but some sort of
disability. There's like a flaw.
Flaw or something that we can relate to. Because I know Kaiju number 8, he was like 0% in terms of his or 0.5% in terms of how much he could get out of the suit, and we already know that he's by far one of the strongest kaijus in terms of like his number. So I like that play. So we'll see how. I haven't read the manga. I might go to the manga, but we'll see how it plays out, and we'll see how Solo Level plays out. But for me, those are the two shonen right now that are just gonna be the next wave.
Okay.
Unless something else comes out.
Okay. Well, Chainsaw. So you don't give Chainsaw Man no play, no?
I do.
People are saying
Chainsaw Man. It's good, but I just don't think it's Kaiju number 8 or Solo Leveling good.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion. It's good. Gave us a good, cool dance, you know. But yeah. Mashle was good as well. Gave us a good. They had a great theme song, but yeah.
Gave us a great theme song.
And let's not forget about Robo 92's favorite anime, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. That's still around.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be. They'll forever be a niche show, in the sense where it's gonna be like those fans. Those fans are like they're diehards. They're diehards. I think you can. I appreciate JoJo's, but I'm never gonna have it as a top 20 show.
Ooh, never gonna have it as a top 20 show. Oh, JoJo fans, get him, get him.
Yeah, no, I don't think I am. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not good. Like, I've watched the first 3 seasons.
Yeah. We watched the first 3. Yeah, but I heard 5, 6. What would 92 tell you on our Discord?
We have a priest of JoJo in our Discord.
He'll tell you, boy. You got to push on.
That and Mob.
Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho. I love Mob. That's finished as well. I love Mob Psycho, man.
Yeah. I see Mob Psycho. Obviously, that was a while ago, but again, that's also finished. So yeah, I mean, it's a different time. So I think all of this to say, like, I'm interested to see what comes up in terms of setting. I think you're right. I think maybe magic might be something that I hope comes back. I would like to see magic done in an interesting way. I would like to see a show that really has a really cool power system. I think we haven't seen that in a while.
Almost like Hunter x Hunter, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see. I like to see something with a little bit more complex power system take hold. So that's interesting.
Hunter x Hunter's coming back.
Yeah, okay. Every month we hear something like that. So until the episode is here and in my face and I can press play, I don't give a damn.
That could be the next big thing. My gosh, if I see another episode, Solo that day. But yeah, you're right, man. They would be playing with my emotions, man.
And it can't even be one episode. It could be one episode and disappear for 10 years. No, I don't. At this point, it is what it is. Those 152 episodes or whatever that they did. Yeah. That's Hunter x Hunter to me now.
That's Hunter x Hunter, yeah.
That's Hunter x Hunter to me now. So.
Oh, I know this. Click on the next video before he lets it off. Impeccable form, by the way, and the Hunter x Hunter drip is get out of there! It's still there, though. Yes, but in his mind, it's gone.